Okay, so I have everything ready. I have it all weighed out and ready to be cooked up. I put my chicken in Tupperware because I'll nuke it for about 30 seconds just to warm it up a little bit before I throw it into the omelet. So this will go in the microwave. So we're going to start by coming on over to the stove, and then we'll start back up over there. Okay, so as always, I love the misto. I put olive oil in it. It just sprays a little bit. I don't worry about counting it because it's literally maybe half a gram or so that comes out. I'm going to start by putting my stove on medium heat to get the skillet heated up. Always make sure you get the edges of the pan too, so when your omelet needs to be flipped, you can get up underneath it. So now we're just going to wait for the skillet to kind of heat up. We want it to raise the temperature because the first thing we're going to put on are the onions. We want to saute the onions a little bit first before we start adding everything else, because if we don't, then what's going to happen is that they might be crunchy or the flavor changes. So if you saute the onions first, the flavor actually changes of the onion and the texture. But if you like it crunchy or whatever, you can do it however you want. This is just the way I do it and the way I like it. Skillet, pan, whatever you want to call it, should be about ready. I'm going to drop these in. That's the magic sound. You want to hear it sizzle. I like to cover it for a little bit, and then it helps soften it up. You see it's browning a little bit, and that's what you want. Now I'm going to take my chicken that I have heated in the microwave for like 30 seconds. I'm going to throw it in there. Mix it up. Cover it up. That way the flavors will get into the chicken a little bit more. So the last thing I'm going to add are my tomatoes. I don't really want them to be in there super long, or else they'll break down a lot and kind of get into a state where I don't want them. Okay, so that's pretty much good. So now I'm going to take the container that I had my food in, or my chicken in from the microwave, and I'm just going to put this in there. I'm going to respray my pan. Now here's a little trick. If you just let your fork come out of the eggs a little bit and drip it down, you can see if it's ready, if it starts to cook up a little bit. Just like when you're doing pancakes. And in this case, it looks like it's ready to go. Hopefully I don't mess this omelet up. Now I'm just going to let it cook slow. I've noticed if you try to cook it on high or too quick, well, depending on your pan as well, for these ones, it'll just end up sticking to the pan and it won't work out right. So I like to cook it a little bit slower on medium heat. So as I'm waiting for this to kind of get ready to add the other ingredients, I just do things like clean up the stuff that I made dirty, multitask. Help to cook the top after I see the bottom kind of forming. I'll just cover it up, and it helps the steam cook the top of the egg. Alright, looks like we're just about there. Hopefully I can get underneath this thing. I mess them up sometimes, so it's a little rough right there. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit now, round 2. And I'm going to add the cheese all the way around. You can actually just turn the burner off now. So next we're going to add our ingredients. I like to keep them to one side so I can just flip the top over. This is going to break a little bit, but it'll be alright. Some days they turn out better than others, but they're always delicious. So I'm going to cover this just to help the steam get inside of it and finish cooking it. Alright, that should be just about ready. We're good to go. So I'm gonna eat this later, so I'm just gonna put it back in this container. Oh shit! I fumbled. Well, this one didn't turn out as good as some of them, but it'll still taste good. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic salt. And I like pepper. Now, if I'm going to eat this later, what I like to do is I like to leave the top off so it can cool with the top off. Otherwise, if you put the top on, the steam will get in there and it'll get kind of watery. So I'll even just stick it in the fridge like this and then let it cool. And when I'm ready to leave the house, or right before I pack my lunch bag, then I'll cover it up. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you out with creating your food and making your food for your day, allowing you to count your calories and keeping a nice balanced macronutrient scale. I'll post up the macronutrients and calories of this so that way you can see what my diet looks like and use it to possibly reflect yours and create something for yourself. If you have any questions, you can always email me at busselsmuscle@gmail.com. I would love to help you out in any way I can, and all I ask is that you subscribe to my channel, share this information so you can achieve the look that you're going for, because it all starts with you. And if you're happy with yourself and you build a strong foundation, you can create successes and follow your dreams in your life, and everything in life just becomes easier. So have a great day. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.